Have you ever wondered how a group of elite American specialists, armed with the most advanced technology and the sharpest minds of their generation, went head-to-head with Vietnamese soldiers using ingenuity, perseverance, and resourcefulness to defend their homeland? Today, as an American historian passionate about these pivotal moments in world history, I'm inviting you to join me as we unravel the complex, behind-the-scenes battle of wits that played out during the Vietnam War. A conflict not just fought with weapons, but with strategy, intelligence, and sheer willpower. The Vietnam War wasn't just a physical confrontation, it was a fierce clash of intellects. On one side, the United States deployed its top scientists and engineers, 47 American brains, to outmaneuver Vietnamese defenses with cutting-edge tactics and highly specialized technology. Our side poured vast resources into developing systems meant to spot and intercept enemy movements. Early warning sensors, high-altitude reconnaissance planes, advanced communication jammers, and a host of other secret projects straight from the Pentagon's playbook. But as we soon learned, war is never just about who has the better gear. The Vietnamese army, with far fewer resources, responded with a level of creativity and determination that even our best minds didn't always anticipate. They figured out how to read our equipment, adapt to our strategies, and sometimes even turn our strengths into weaknesses. In other words, the jungle wasn't the only thing dense and full of surprises. The real battlefield was the human mind. So how did this intellectual chess game unfold, step by step? What strategies did each side employ, and what happened when high-tech clashed with local smarts and relentless resolve? In this episode, we'll walk through those moments, highlighting both the American effort to dominate through superior technology and the Vietnamese response. Often improvised, always resourceful. The contest of intellect and innovation between the American side and the Vietnamese army grew more intense as the war progressed. From our perspective, we invested in an array of sophisticated sensors and surveillance networks designed to detect troop movements along the Ho Chi Minh Trail and throughout North Vietnam. These systems, developed by some of the most brilliant engineers in the United States, were considered nearly foolproof. The goal was to outmaneuver the Vietnamese by tracking every movement and cutting off supplies before they ever reached the front. But the reality on the ground proved far more challenging. Vietnamese soldiers and technicians, often with far fewer resources and training, responded in ways that surprised even the Pentagon. They didn't just hide from our sensors, they learned how they worked. Sometimes, they would move supplies in patterns specifically designed to confuse American computers and operators. They constructed elaborate decoys, diverted traffic, and used local materials to block, jam, or mislead our detection equipment. One vivid example. Our army would deploy seismic sensors, expecting to hear the thunder of trucks and heavy equipment. Instead, they'd pick up the sounds of a herd of cattle being driven over the sensors, tricking the computers into false alarms. Vietnamese ingenuity wasn't about having the latest gear. It was about relentless adaptation, improvisation, and knowing the land better than any satellite ever could. Meanwhile, American specialists continued to adjust and update technology, pushing the boundaries of what was possible with 1960s-era science. We believed that with enough innovation and investment, we could tip the balance. But each new advance was met with an equally creative countermeasure from the other side. It became a kind of invisible duel, a continuous race where both armies adapted, learned, and tried to outthink each other at every turn. So, how did Vietnamese forces manage to neutralize even our most advanced devices? What was the ultimate outcome of this battle of wits? The answer lies in the next chapter of this story. Make sure to follow the History Discussion channel and ring the bell to get notified about the latest episodes, okay?